college basketball season tips off on Nebraska Public Media tonight. Greg McDermott's new look Creighton Blue Jays welcome in TJ Otzelberger's Iowa State Cyclones for a nationally ranked non-conference exhibition matchup. It's Big East versus Big 12 next. We're live from CHI Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska, as we unofficially kick off the college men's basketball season here on Nebraska Public Media. It's the number 16 Iowa State Cyclones versus number 23, the Creighton Blue Jays. Hi, everybody. Alongside Nick Baugh, I'm Bill Dolman. It is so good to have you with us as we tip off this college basketball season. But no Lipsy tonight. Kind of disappointed that we won't see him. No Jackson McAndrew tonight, though, Nick, for Creighton, and we also won't see Owen Freeman.
Yeah, and you'd imagine that the starting front line will likely be Freeman and McAndrew when the season officially tips off. And Lipsy's the point guard for TJ Otzelberger there. So down a few stars, but still a lot of talent on the floor for both these teams that are ranked in the top 25 in the preseason polls.
Saw TJ Otzelberger, 5th season as the head coach at Iowa State. There's Jefferson spinning and scoring on the opening possession. Graves, nice pass inside, and Green scores.
Really good play from Nick Graves. You're going to have to make pass fakes to get the ball.
Last year, 25-10, lost in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Played it with a nice catch, blocked by the rim. Nice job also by Conan. Graves had an open lane. Sets it back outside, Josh Dix. Shot clock down inside 10 now. And that three-pointer is good, drained by Nick Graves. And Creighton has its first lead.
Got his shot blocked to start the game, but since then it's been all great plays offensively for Graves. Couple assists and now knocks down a triple.
That's off the hands of Nelson, and that's going to take us to our first timeout. And we go to our first break with Creighton on top of Iowa State by a score of 9-8, and they got that lead thanks to this long-range three from the newcomer, Nick Graves. Down to 6. Schwartz takes a look at it, pulls up with 3 on the shot clock. That's front iron, no good. Good rebound. Hustle play by Davis. Kicks it back out to Fedor Zugic, who drains a 3.
What a winning play from Ty Davis.
Three-pointer in and out, no good.
And that's kind of what Coach Otzelberger wants from Momcilovic this season, to just relentlessly be aggressive to shoot the ball on opportunities just like that.
Zugic going to try another 3, and that one settles in, and that's good. Blue Jays have opened up a 7-point lead, 15-8.
Every pass contested when you're playing Iowa State.
Schwartz, a 3, that's good. And that's no good, and the Cyclones remain cold. Jay's on the run. Schwartz pulls up, another 3, that's good. And TJ Otzelberger wants a timeout. Iowa State is 0 for its last 9, and the Blue Jays have opened up a 21-8 lead midway through the first half, and the Blue Jays have done it by getting hot from outside. 9 tries.
Number 10, Hudson Greer.
Opening night of exhibition play. Good pass inside. Heisey has his shot blocked. Terrific play by Hudson Greer, who's come in off the bench. The coveted freshman from Texas.
Making your presence felt right away.
Look at that triple team. Good bounce pass. Trout scores off the glass and draws a foul.
Well, you can see the aggressiveness from Iowa State defensively, especially if that ball's on the baseline. There's going to be 2 or 3 defenders around him. First of all, what a play from Hudson Greer, the recovery. Look at all those Cyclones surrounding. If you're able to get rid of the ball without turning it over, you're going to have an opportunity.
And Iowa State still can't find the bottom of the basket. 24-8 to score. Creighton on top. Trout steps back, flips it out to Graves, and his 3 is good. Well, this game's easy.
Yeah. It looks good when you're making shots, but this is how this team is built.
And another rebound to Jefferson, his third.
Great defensive possession from the Cyclones.
And he dribbled it off his foot. Dix has it, gets it to Harper, took a long drive and laid it up and in spectacular fashion.
It's really hard to cock it back like you're going to dunk it, but then have the control to then go lay it softly off the window.
Trout in the corner, sidesteps around Momcilovic. Bonan in the lane. Gets that to softly go through.
It's a great play from Trout, and a play I'm not sure he could have made a year or two ago. He's able to shot fake, sidestep the defender, and drive under control and get an assist. The year at Utah Valley, a guy that they're going to need Nelson to come along and provide a punch attacking the rim.
Good strong move by Konan.
Konan really moves well for a guy at his size.
Dix kicks it back out to Trout. Blake Harper's going to try a three, and that rattles in. Between those two, Torrey, nice defense. Shot clock worked its way inside 10, and Greer gets the dunk on the loose ball.
2 on the ball. If you don't rotate and talk, somebody's going to be open. And unfortunately, the first place you got to take away is the basket, and that's where Hudson Greer goes. Good feel with the cut to the paint in front of the rim. Pretty good athleticism to get to the top floor quickly, too, for Greer. Nice surge here from Nelson late.
He has 8 points to lead the Cyclones. Harper has 8 to lead the Jays. Graves gets some contact, tips it back up and in. Good hustle play by Nick Graves. That gives him 8.
Nice quick jump from Nick Graves.
Period. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Somebody's got to do something, and it's going to be Graves. Left-hander puts up the shot and in.
Man.
He's got 11, and he's 3 for 4 from three-point range. Back up and in, that's too strong. Graves has it, and that's how the first half comes to an end. Well, this is an exhibition game. It's unofficial, but Creighton looks pretty good out of the gate tonight in Omaha, opening up a 46-23 lead on the Iowa State Cyclones at the break. In green, here's Harper, Trout, and Dix starting for the Blue Jays in white. Harper trying to shake free from Momcilovic. Wow. And over Buchanan and in for 2.
I think you're going to see that play a lot from the Creighton on a base on a bounce situation. Just throw it to Blake Harper and get.
Graves in a double team. A lot of physicality. He found Dix. Nice move to the basket, but he came up short. Got it back and put that one up and in.
It all starts with Graves just muscling his way out of a double team.
First half, anyway, is pretty remarkable that those numbers were so low.
I completely agree.
Nice lay-in by Green. And he wants a break. Earn whatever they're going to get from here on out. Zugic tries a 3. That's no good. Three-pointer, no good. Zugic flies in to get the dunk on the putback. Before the game that perhaps this exhibition, as we take a look at Zugic getting that offensive rebound and the putback dunk, there was talk that perhaps there would not be
fouls.
Fouling
track,
out.
Yeah. Yes.
That the players wouldn't foul out tonight. Lingering effects of one of those injuries.
No doubt.
Shot clock down to 3. Schwartz pulls up and hits a 3 and gives a kiss to the crowd.
But keep in mind with Schwartz, he was on Miami.
Has a tremendous reputation when it comes to putting points on the board. And not to make too much of a comparison to it, but Terry Pettit, who built the Nebraska volleyball program, knew that one day he would retire, and he handpicked John Cook, who had developed Wisconsin into a Final Four volleyball program, and said, I want you to come back and be an assistant. After taking his team to near the top of college volleyball, Cook did it, and things turned out pretty well for Nebraska volleyball. Things could have to turn out pretty well for Creighton, too.
I would think, absolutely, that's a very good comparison. And certainly with the transfer portal, too, your roster can get completely gutted if you have a coaching change. And I think that was one thing that was in mind with this, and just making sure that whenever that transition happens, that things are just a little more intact.
Good pass inside to Green. Nice job by Graves. He worked around 3 Iowa State trees and found the open player.
Back. Again, it's about being able to handle that double team. Once you get out of that double team, you got a numbers advantage. And just take your pick. And he picks Jason Green, who dunks it some good and some bad.
Especially for Otzelberger to be able to say, look, we got buried in the first half, but if you play this way defensively, the way they did in the second, you got a chance.
Yep.
Right? Meanwhile, for Greg McDermott and the Creighton Blue Jays, it's a good start to 25-26. The two very good friends meet at midcourt. TJ Otzelberger coached for Greg McDermott several seasons at Iowa State and has now taken over the reins of the Cyclone program and built it into one of the nation's best. And what can you say about the job that Greg McDermott has done now in his 16th season as the head coach of the Creighton Blue Jays? 71-58 is the final score. This one is not going to count when they put the resumes together come February, March, and looking in toward March Madness. But it's a good start to the season for Greg McDermott.